Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. How are you?
Fine,
जी
sir.
सर, वालेकुम अस्सलाम, फाइन सर।
Okay,
Yes.
alhamdulillah. This is Muhammad Selim Mia, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Asian University of Bangladesh. Your course title is Industrial Relations and Conflict Management, course code MBA 6575. Today we'll discuss regarding industrial relations. Chapter outline, definition of industrial relations, nature of industrial relations, factors influencing industrial relations, objectives of industrial relations, essentials for sound industrial relations, importance of industrial relations, causes of poor industrial relations, features of industrial relations in Bangladesh, and last one, challenges of industrial relations. Now, definition of industrial relations. Industrial relations has been defined by different authors in different ways. According to V.L. Allen, industrial relations occur within a dynamic conflict situation which is permanent and unalterable so long as the structure of the society remains unaltered. We can say that industrial relations is the relations between the employers and employees, between the management and the employees. Or industrial relations is the relations between government, employers and employees. Now, nature of industrial relations. There are some natures or features or characteristics of industrial relations. First one, to create healthy relations between employees and employers. Number two, to minimize industrial disputes. Number three, to generate harmonious relations among all concerned with production process. Number four, to improve the productivity of workers. Nature or characteristics of or features of industrial relations. Industrial relations, the acronym of industrial relations is IR. Industrial relations create healthy relations between employees and employers of an organization. Another point, industrial relations minimize industrial disputes. Industrial disputes arises by the employees. If any grievances or disputes or complaints arises by the employees, the industrial relations helps to minimize these industrial disputes. Sometimes government or state intervene to minimize the disputes, to maintain the smooth environment of industries of a country, again to generate harmonious relations among all concerned with production process. You know that there are several parties concerned with production process, the stakeholders, that means government, employers, employees, suppliers, customers or buyers, industrial buyers, government agencies, all parties are related with production process. Industrial relations generate harmonious relationship among them. And last one, to improve the productivity of workers. You know that industrial relations ensure the industrial harmonious. Consequently, the productivity of the workers are enhanced. Now, factors influencing industrial relations. There are some factors that influences industrial relations. Economic factors, technological factors, and institutional factors. Now, economic factors. Under economic factors are included economic organizations, the sources of labor supply, labor market relative status, economic cycle, etc. These variables influence industrial relations in myriad ways. Another point is technological factors. Technological factors also affect industrial relations. These factors include computerization, automation, rationalization, etc. And last one is institutional factors. Institutional factors consist of government policy, labor codes, attitudes of workers, beliefs, power system, etc. These institutional factors influence industrial relations. Now, objectives of industrial relations. There are several objectives of industrial relations. Some are given below, some are discussed here. First one, to enhance the economic status of the worker by improving wages, benefits, and by helping the worker in evolving sound budget. One of the important objective of industrial relation is to enhance the economic status of the workers by improving their wages, providing them better benefits, and helping them to provide the sound budget for the betterment of them. Number two, to regulate the production by minimizing industrial conflicts through state control. If any conflicts arises in the industrial situation or industrial environment, sometimes state or government may intervene, may interfere, may take control to minimize this industrial conflict. In this way, industrial relations regulate the production, ensure the production, so that production or productivity of the industry won't be hampered through conflicts, through labor unrest, through strikes. Number three, to socialize industries by making the government as an employer. Sometimes government or state act as an employer, and government or state socialize the industries all over the country, all over the world. Now, essentials for sound industrial relations, or why industrial relations is important or essential. The following points help build sound industrial relations in an industrial organization. Developing trust between labor and management, existence of sound and democratic trade unions, maintenance of industrial peace, continuous feedback and monitoring, professional approach. This is why sound industrial relations is essential. First one, developing trust between labor and management. Industrial relations develop trust between labor and management, between employees and employers. So sound industrial relations is essential. Again, existence of sound and democratic trade unions. Because of industrial relations, we can see the existence of trade unions that are sound and that are controlled in a democratic way. So industrial relations is crucial for any industry, for any country. Again, maintenance of industrial peace. For maintenance of industrial peace, industrial relations is necessary. Next, continuous feedback and monitoring. Through industrial relations, continuous feedback and monitoring is prevailed, so it is necessary. And last one, professional approach. Industrial relations introduces professional approach, not non-professional approach. These are the factors why sound industrial relations are essentials. Now, importance of industrial relations. Why industrial relations is important? Increase productivity. With amicable industrial relations, both the workers and managers continue to work on their respective position and contribute towards the overall productivity of the farm, ensures the continuity of production, reduced industrial disputes, and effective industrial relations helps in the reduction of industrial disputes as both the management and the workers increased morale. The peaceful industrial relations boost the moral level of the employees as they feel that their interest coincides with that of the employers and their efforts will result in the overall profitability of the farm. Minimization of wastage. A good industrial relations ensures reduced wastage as the resources. This is all about why industrial relations are important. Now, causes of poor industrial relations. There are many causes why poor industrial relations are existed. Why poor industrial relations are happening? First one, dissatisfactory compensation and work conditions. Employees work for compensation as low and working conditions as poor viewed by the employees become an important reason for poor industrial relations. You know that employees work only for compensation, only for benefits, only for fringe benefits as well as salaries. If their compensation packages, if their remuneration are handsome, in that case they are satisfied. And if their working conditions are proper, their occupational health, their occupational life or quality life, in that case they will be satisfied. Their productivity will be high. But if they are dissatisfied with their compensation as well as the working conditions, as well as the working environment, in that case poor industrial relations will be occurred between the management and employees. Number 2, dysfunctional trade union. Essentially, trade unions are meant to protect the interest of its members. You know that every organization has its own trade union. In Bangladesh, we can also see the common scenario. But if the trade union is dysfunctioning, if the trade union is not free from political intervention, in that case, the poor industrial relations happened between management and the employees. You know that the purpose of trade union is to protect, is to establish the rights of the employees against the employers. But if the trade union is dysfunctioning, in that case, poor industrial relations will be occurred. Number 3, non-conducive organizational climate. The effects of poor industrial relation on an organization are ultimately reflected in the forms of low employee morale and productivity. If the organizational climate is non-conducive, is non-motivational, is non-encouraging, if the organizational climate don't inculcate the moral within the employees, in that case, the poor industrial relations may be occurred between employers and employees. Now another caption, features of industrial relations. There are many features of industrial relations. Employee participation. Bulgaria still has no legislation or practice on the establishment of work council. During the past few years, there have been several pilot projects on this issue, but the results have not been evaluated yet. Here, a country named Bulgaria, their example mentioned here, but this is the feature of industrial relation, that means employee participation. Employees will be participated in the decision making, in the management activities, in the planning. The involvement of employees must be ensured for good industrial relations. Another is collective bargaining. After lengthy negotiations, representative trade union and employers organizations have drawn up a national framework agreement on sector and branch level collective bargaining produces procedures and mechanisms. However, a number of employers organizations have refused to sign it. Now, IR in Bangladesh, an overview. Industrial relations systems in Bangladesh, an overview. A scenario. One of the major functions of human resource management is to maintain smooth industrial relations. It is also treated as one of the oldest functions of human resource management. It is basically allied with the relations between the employer and the workers in the industry. Singhoy and Kumar, 2011. According to 2003 and 5 industrial relations or labor relations, the terms used interchangeably can be viewed as the interaction between the various interested parties involved in employment. The employer and the employee are obvious parties. The state, in ensuring a level playing field for both sides, provides the legal framework within which such relations may take place. In industrial relations, workers are generally represented by their trade unions formed under Chapter 13 of Bangladesh Act 2006, whereas employers are represented by their associations such as Bangladesh Employers Federation. Industrial relations plays an important role in establishing and maintaining industrial democracy. MONAPA 2004, and it is the key to improve productivity in industrial enterprises. Ashwathappa 2004. Human resource management can play vital roles in enhancing cooperative and friendly industrial relations. In Bangladesh, collective bargaining on pay between employer and workmen is prohibited in the public sector enterprises, as the government designs uniform pay and benefits for the employees of all public sector enterprises. Mahmood 2008. Now, challenges of industrial relations, emerging trends and issues, dangerous workplaces, employees are accepting assignments that take them to unsafe places in the world, social media and global privacy. The line between one's work life and private life has been permanently blurred by technology. Whistleblowing and overcoming corruption are a business priority. Worldwide governments are providing incentives for whistleblowers and promoting a business culture that embraces and protects whistleblowers. The new phase of discrimination. New trends in discrimination include migrant and social origin discrimination globally, global mobility. Related to the arbitration trend below, employment contracts are critical to global mobility. A confluence of demographic trends, including the fact that some countries have as high as 70% expatriates or migrants in their workforce. Now, global arbitration and the rise of soft law. Employment arbitration agreements have been a key topic before the US Supreme Court in 2010 and 2011. International enforcement of our arbitration agreements is on the rise, but legal requirements. This is all about the challenges of industrial relations. Okay, thank you very much for your kind presence.